我聽過有同學喺 hall 嗰度見到個浴缸嗰度好似有人屙屎定咩咁樣。
仆街仔，你好玩唔玩屎
Hello， 大家好，我係 Heidi。唔知你哋身邊多唔多人喺外國留學呢？你自己又有冇諗過去外國留學呢？究竟喺外國留學係啲乜嘢嘅體驗呢？我哋是但捉啲留學生嚟問下。Let's go. Where are you from?
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So 1 out of 10 rate your experience studying abroad.
Study.
Like 1 out of 10 rate your experience studying abroad. What mark do you give to your experience?
技術性調整嚟嘅啫，冇事嘅，冇事，冇事，冇事啊！技術性調整，定啲。
Are you an overseas student?
Yeah, I'm an international student from Hong Kong.
How would you rate your experience out of 10?
9.
8分啦。
Maybe 8? Maybe 8 out of 10, I think. Yeah.
Hi. How about you?
Me too.
2, 3.
How come?
It's different. I don't know how to explain it in a good way. You learn a lot of things and then you don't learn a lot of things. UK is very interesting.
What's out of your expectation?
The people.
Everyone would be very 客气，就口头禅。
就是比如说你去超市里面，大家会说 sorry， 或者是 thank you, have a nice day， 他们会把这些挂在嘴边。对，但是在国内好像会很少有听到这种。
Some of my friends met a drunk on the street 5 a.m. At first he was afraid of that, but the drunkard said to have a nice day.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I didn't know people here would be so extreme most of the time. Like I was going on a night out with some people and then out of nowhere they just started climbing walls and then they climbed over into someone's house and then he was just stuck there. So he had to wake up the person in the house and was like, oh, I'm sorry, can you let me out?
我聽過啲好黐線嘅，
好啊好啊好啊
係啊，我聽過有同學喺 hall 嗰度見到個浴缸嗰度好似有人屙屎定咩咁樣。
仆街仔，你好玩唔玩屎
但我嗰度就冇咁奇怪嘅，係即係大家可能都叫成熟啲啦。我一層全部都係留學生嚟嘅，係咁面上大家都喺唔同嘅國家過嚟，唔同文化。最開心反而係住 hall 嗰 part，我覺得，即係可能大家食飯咁樣，我哋會一齊食飯。嗰時同啲 local 朋友食飯咁樣啦，發覺佢哋唔用匙羹，但係就算係食飯，佢哋都係用叉咁樣。
用叉筆定係吉啊？
用叉筆。
哦，
但係我哋大家又可能會傾下大家對信仰嘅諗法啊，即係會有好多唔同嘅嘢可以好 open 咁講，但係佢哋又唔會 mind 咁樣。
I think just like talking with the locals.
They're so talkative.
Yeah,
compared to Hong Kong
have
people.
different culture with Hong Kong people because they're so different. You learn a lot of things, whether it be good or bad. How they see things is like very relaxed, not like tense. Because a lot of people in Hong Kong are very stressed. Since like people here are more laid back, it's like
I agree.
kind of chills out everyone.
香港係比較追求學術成績啲啦，我諗，因為我而家讀緊啲 social science 嘅科目，佢幾重視大家嘅討論啊，幾重視大家去諗嘢。
So which part do you dislike the most?
Also the people. Sometimes they're too laid back, so that's not good.
Food. The food is boring. It's boring.
Yeah, that's true.
我幾中意食 kebab 咯，係啊係。
咁唔中意食嘅有啲咩咧？有豆嘅
有個
飯。
brand 叫講得㗎，
講得
又叫 Uncle Ben 咁樣嘅，即係一 pat pat 咁樣 pat 好晒嘅豆飯，佢哋係會擺入微波爐就咁叮完之後就咁出嚟食。
你有冇試過？
有試過，
係點樣㗎？
建議大家試。
Another is that the 娛樂場所
娛樂場所
唔
夠多。
Yeah, it's not enough for me. Because when I was in China, there are much more. If you walk on the street after 5, there were not too much people. Another thing I worry about is that the safety problem. Have you heard that the murder
Next to Jubilee campus.
next to the campus?
Yeah, but I think that's fine. I mean, that happened every day. But
She can fight with the.
no, I can't. But you know, the homesick is the biggest problem for me.
How do you deal with your homesick?
Crying.
喺外國留學，成日都會空虛寂寞凍，梗係要睇翻啲動作片暖下身啦。但係硬係有啲片咧係有地區限制嘅喎，一個唔小心仲中埋毒添啊！
哎呀， 追咗嚟啦，喂！
唔使驚，我哋有 Surfshark VPN。Surfshark VPN 可以加密你嘅網絡連線同個人資料，等你可以隨時轉換 IP 去任何國家，解所有區域限制嘅內容。例如經典電影《Back to the Future》喺香港嘅 Netflix 係揾唔到㗎，但係切換去日本嘅地區就可以睇晒3集，仲可以用當地嘅優惠價錢去訂購機票同酒店添。最勁嘅係一個帳號可以喺唔同裝置無限使用，直接訂購 Surfshark One 嘅 plan， 裡面就會有晒防毒功能、個人資料外泄通知、私密搜尋引擎，仲有 Alternative ID 幫你打造虛擬個人檔案同 email。每個月只需要1杯咖啡嘅價錢就可以有晒以上所有嘅功能，仲等咩啊？使用我哋嘅優惠碼 Whatever 就可以享有獨家限時優惠，再送多3個月嘅使用限期，仲有30日退款保證。有需要嘅朋友可以喺下邊嘅資訊欄進入連結訂購。未完，是但啦，同 Surfshark 祝大家新年快樂！恭喜發財！Why do you choose to study abroad?
Experience and networking.
很多国内的同学会觉得，可以提升自己的学历，然后可以得到更好的工作。但是另外一些会觉得会交到更多的朋友，更开拓的视野，就这样就不太一样。
Do you have any tips to people who want to study abroad? No. All right.
Plan first.
Bring some food here. I mean, and the seasonal depression is really, and just take a walk at night. Don't just lock yourself in your room.
Be open 咯，呢度係好 free 嘅，做咩都得嘅，但係要有條線咯，係啦，即係只要你唔過條線，唔係啲咩好犯法嘢、好踩界嘅嘢，其實冇乜人介意你做緊啲咩。係即係 be yourself.
We need to respect to anyone's culture and the food and their language.
I think just like put yourself out there, like endorse yourself in the culture. That really helps out a lot. And just trying to try new things, like meeting new people. That's so important in an overseas place. So maybe trying to find places with people that like the same thing as you. So for me, I like badminton. So I find similar people like me when I play badminton together. And then slowly you start like talking together. And then you become friends.
最後一條問題，有啲咩你留學嘅時候唔做嘅話呢，你會覺得後悔嘅？
See the magic mic.
Magic mic
點啊？得唔得？
得，不過呢味嘢我唔係好啱嘅。
走堂，即係當然唔好話走晒啲堂，但係我覺得有時因為 Year One 係好多 introduction 或者一啲相對香港嘅程度係比較 basic。如果你可以走堂去做一啲更加 meaningful 嘅嘢，可能瞓覺咁樣。
係的確係比較 meaningful 嘅。
都 OK 嘅，我覺得係呢啲，即係善用時間咯。即係過到嚟唔好淨係掛住讀書或者落 club 飲酒，即係甚至可能呢度去下旅行啊，睇下呢個城市，睇下呢個國家係點樣都好重要。
Subscribe that 聖誕拉，
是但啦，
like the Thailand.
太難啦，是但啦。OK，thank you so much，thank you so much。